Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here again. So, is it bugging you? No, okay. What if I go like that? I just wanted to talk to you guys a little first before we dive into the recipe about, I think it's really important to have these tools because it just makes the process easier. The first one that I wanted to talk about was a cast iron skillet. If you don't have one of these, run out and get it right now because it is so important to have one. I cook almost every meal in it. You can cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, anything. You don't want to cook tomato-based recipes in it because the acid messes it up. But other than that, it is so versatile. You can cook everything in it. But this one, it's really good because, for this recipe, it's really good because you're gonna go from stove top to the oven and then back to the stove top again. So you're gonna want something, if not the cast iron skillet, you're gonna want something that can do both things. You don't have to transfer the steak from one to the other, just the pan. It's really awesome. It is a harder, I wouldn't say harder, it's a longer process to wash them, to take care of them, because you can't just throw them in the dishwasher or in the sink with some soapy water. You do have to take care of them a little bit, but it's really worth it. So the first one I would say is the skillet, definitely one thing to have. The second is to have a really good pair of tongs. You don't have to have an expensive pair of tongs that you're not fiddling with. You know, the ones that you pull out so that they close, and I hate those. I really hate those. I understand that they're good for storage or whatever, but you want to be able to just grab and go, grab and go, grab and go, right? That's the second one. So the next one would be a baster brush. It's really, or you could get a baster mop. It's like a cylindrical one. So you don't have to run out and grab one of these, but they're really helpful. They are really nice to pick up the sauce and baste it, basically. If you don't have one, not a big deal. Don't go out and grab one. This will work just fine. So you're going to have the butter and you're going to kind of spoon it back on the steak, and it's totally fine. Does a perfect job. The last thing you're going to want is a meat thermometer. It's really important for this. I know I'm saying everything's really important, but that's why I'm telling you all this stuff. It's important for this because not every oven is the same, not every stovetop is the same, not every skillet is the same, not every piece of meat is the same. So you can't just go by a recipe and say, 7 minutes and you're done. You're going to want to check the temperature. For rare, you're going to want 120. For medium, you're going to want 140. And for well done, you'll want 160. So when you check the temperature, you'll know, and you don't have to take the skillet out, you don't have to cut it, see if you know how done it is, and then if it's not done, you throw it back in, that whole process. This will solve it for you. So that is the last one. Besides that, I'm really excited to show you this recipe because it's steak, and I love steak. It's steak and sweet potatoes. Usually we do sweet potatoes instead of potatoes for baked potatoes because it's healthier for you. I'm not actually sure if this is very healthy because it's like slathered in butter and garlic salt, and I'm not exactly one of those health conscious people, but it is tasty. It's really tasty. I'm really excited because I get to eat it tonight. So get ready. Did I stop it? Did I stop it? All right, the first thing you'll want to do is preheat your oven to 450 and grab a cast iron skillet, grab your steaks, the salt and pepper. If you want other seasonings, feel free to add or subtract, but this is what is easiest and it tastes really good. You want to cover it on all sides, flip it over, cover that guy, and let it sit for about a half hour. You're going to prep your sweet potatoes. You'll want to wash your potatoes, but don't dry them all the way. Rub them all over with garlic salt and wrap them in aluminum foil, throw them in the oven. Okay, after a half hour, turn your burner on high and check after 5 minutes your steak. You want them browned but not crispy brown because that will come after. Alright, when it's browned on both sides, you'll throw it in the oven for 7 to 10 minutes. Since the potatoes need such a high temp to cook, the steaks will only be in there for a little bit. Depending on how you like it cooked, 120 degrees will be rare, 140 degrees is medium, which is what I like, and 160 degrees is well done. Okay, now here comes the fun part. Grab your tongs and spoon, or your basting brush, and get ready. Throw a few tablespoons, yes, tablespoons, I told you it's not very healthy, of butter and herbs. I like Italian seasoning because it's just really easy. And throw it in the skillet, let it melt a little bit. Next, tip the skillet and spoon herbs and butter onto the steaks. Turn the steaks and repeat. I'll show you the basting brush in a minute. After the potatoes have been in for 45 minutes, take them out, take the foil off, slice the potatoes, and put a pat of butter and cinnamon on and serve. Okay, that's it, you guys. Comment below and let me know how yours went if you made it. Thanks so much for watching.